There are now federal charges for a sheriff and 2 deputies accused of outrageous treatment of a man who was recording police with his phone. He was arrested and then held for 3 days without cause. Here's ABC's Steve Osunsami.
So they got somebody on the loose around here.
This video that's all over Facebook is what started it all. 26-year-old Kevin Simpson was recording from his front lawn as Chester County Sheriff's deputies were responding to a car wreck where someone ran from the scene. For reasons that aren't clear tonight, the police didn't want him recording. He's on his property an hour south of Charlotte last November, and Sheriff Alex Underwood, known around here as Big A, tells him to get back to his porch.
You got something you want to say?
And when Simpson talks back, the sheriff begins to arrest him. The new indictment takes over where the video leaves off, saying that the sheriff and 2 officers demanded Simpson's cell phone, and when they didn't get it, one of them beat him up. Prosecutors say he was detained in jail for 3 nights for no reason, and that the officers gave false statements to the FBI about why they held Simpson and took his phone. And what they didn't realize at first, the video was broadcast live. The sheriff and 2 others are facing several federal charges tonight, and until this plays out in the courts, the sheriff is being replaced. David?
Steve, thank you. We're going to turn next tonight to the newly released body cam video of a deadly police shooting in Anaheim, California. 2 officers firing more than 70 rounds, much of it right through their windshield as they chase a suspect through a neighborhood filled with families. The deputy police chief is now calling their behavior, quote, deeply disturbing. And here's ABC's Will Carr.
Stop! Hey, stop! Stop the car! Stop the car, dude! Tonight, newly released body camera video shows 2 Anaheim officers responding to a call about a man on drugs with a gun and a knife. When the man drives off, the officer opens fire, unloading his gun through the windshield while chasing 50-year-old Eliuth Nava through a neighborhood packed with families.
He's pointing the gun backwards at us and then at himself.
At one point, he warns about shooting into the busy neighborhood.
Hold on. Too much traffic here, buddy.
But then fires out of the window anyway. The chase ends in an intense hail of gunfire.
Get down! Get down!
Both officers fired 76 shots in all, ultimately killing Nava,
Hold on.
who authorities say was high on drugs and had an air pistol. Tonight, 1 officer has been fired. The other is on administrative leave. The district attorney is calling the shooting both alarming and irresponsible, but says neither officer will be charged because they both thought lives were in danger. David.
All right, Will Carr tonight. Will, thank you.
A Houston area police officer has been placed on paid administrative leave after video surfaced showing him violently struggling to arrest a woman who said she was pregnant. That woman, identified by family members as Pamela Turner, is now dead. She was shot by the officer when he claimed she tased him with his own stun gun. The whole shooting was caught on tape. CNN's Ed Lavandera is in Dallas with the video, and we just want to warn you, you may find it disturbing.
The video captures nearly 40 seconds that led up to the shooting of Pamela Turner Monday night. It happened in the parking lot of an apartment complex in Baytown, Texas. Baytown police say the officer, who hasn't been identified yet, spotted Turner and tried to arrest her because she had outstanding warrants. In the video released on social media, you can hear Turner yelling at the officer that she's being harassed and that she's pregnant. Police say a struggle ensued and that the officer pulled his taser. You can hear the sizzling charge of the taser being deployed. Police then say Turner was able to get a hold of the taser and fired it at the officer. The officer then steps back and fires 5 times. Pamela Turner died at the scene after police say the officer tried to administer first aid. Police say they're still trying to interview the witness who recorded the cell phone video and, while calling the shooting tragic, voiced their frustration over its release.
It's unfortunate that somebody takes a tragic incident like this and starts posting it on social media. It's extremely disrespectful for everybody involved.
Neighbors say Turner was a well-known fixture in the apartment complex.
Sometimes you would see her, get into it with people around the apartment, but nothing too, bad. It's just typical her. She's not a bad person.
Baytown police say the officer is an 11-year veteran and is on paid administrative leave. Investigators are trying to recreate the events of what unfolded and that will include analyzing the officer's body camera footage, which has not been released. Police say the officer was injured by his own taser after Turner deployed it at him.
He wasn't injured to the extent they need to go to the hospital, but like I say, if you've ever been struck with a taser, it's a very painful experience.
Some residents question whether the shooting had to unfold the way it did.
I'm not going to say every officer is a bad officer, but honestly, I feel like he didn't have to do it like that.
I've never seen anything like this from any type of officer in Baytown.